my long search, it finally bears fruit. A parcel tech. Fascinating. Is it trying to talk to me? Another fever dream, perhaps? Or is it? For simplicity's sake, I will choose to believe that. If it will excuse me, I have important work to do. Yes, thanks, and goodbye. Hello again. Persistent. I actually admire that quality a great deal. It is underrated, in my opinion. Well, fever dream or no, if the Paxel Tech is going to be hanging around, I suppose I should tell it my name. I am Rothinder Ahimot. Hello. Oh, it is struggling. Poor thing. The Paxel Tech dream creature may do as it pleases. Walt has more important things to consider. A pleasant chat. Surprisingly so. Indeed. Thanks and goodbye. It cannot be helped, can it? The curiosity. It is killing the Paxel Tech as surely as it is killing me. Knowledge is the only cure. This mural here on the cave wall, can it comprehend the meaning? A trick question, of course. I have dedicated my life to learning so that I may find the answers I seek and put the pieces together. After years and years of searching this jungle, I have finally found proof of what I knew all along. Of what, it asks. Proof of all that matters in the whole world. Proof that the lost tribe of the Pan does exist. See, I have found the location of their civilization. It is no less than miraculous. I have gotten ahead of myself, have I not? I do apologize. My manners are not what they once were. I have been alone a long while now. Very long while. What brings the Paxel Tech here? How can Walt be of service? If it is looking to spend, I have a few valuable items I may be willing to part ways with. Funding for my research must be procured by whatever means necessary. A curious mind will lead to the greatest treasures. If it is in need of a friend, Walt could perhaps step in? Yes, perhaps indeed. I thought it would never ask. This ancient mural is a gift from the lost tribe of the Pan. My long sought-after proof of their existence. They were real, and they landed here, far removed from Genus and her Thean fruit. Imagine the freedom, the adventure, the fear, yes, but also the exhilaration. They were not unlike myself. Adventurers to the core. If only I had descended from one of their lot instead. But no time for pointless musings. From this mural, paired with my own independent studies, we can deduce that their ships were separated from the rest. They were assumed killed by the ocean's fury, but in truth, they arrived here and edged out a living as best they could under Thalos's mighty leadership. King Thalos was the son of Kolket and the lost tribe's leader. When they landed ashore, he led them into the underground tunnels and helped redefine their way of living to survive. It is a nasty jungle, as the Paxel Tech has no doubt noticed. But tragedy struck the tribe, as it does. My ancestors fell ill, beginning with brave Thalos, afflicted by the same disease that destroyed the ancient Pan society and forced them to abandon their homeland. I do not know what happened next. Not yet, but I will know soon enough. Mark my words, Paxultek. This is history in the making. The Paxultek must clean out its ears, When the ancient Pan left their homeland to escape the plague, several ships were separated from the rest and landed here. Thelos was their leader and helped build a new society, but he soon fell ill with that same plague. Its sense of things is keen. Indeed I am, shall we say, a distinct Pan. A commoner who loathed the idea of a soldier's life and dreamed of finding the lost tribe and perhaps others like myself. I grew up hearing stories about the lost tribe and was always told they were merely a child's tale. Well, I knew better, of course. My heart told me otherwise. It's much like the power of the life song, which can sing life into the lifeless. No flesh, no blood required. It is a song I can nearly hear, but not quite. Yet I search, ear to the ground. No one believes me about that either. Of course, I have always been an outsider because of these beliefs. Not fitting in anywhere with anyone. I am strange, as the Paxultek so aptly observed. And so I took quite well to years of solitude, just me and my research. I became accustomed to the loneliness. I hope it will peruse my offerings before it is leaving. The living stones. Such power. Hello. It is nice to see a familiar face around these parts, even if it is a strange and hornless one. It has arrived at an opportune time. See, I have found another mural. This one is more than I could have ever dreamed of. This discovery is downright exhilarating. The implications, the possibilities. It's overwhelming in the best of ways. Excuse me. I have a tendency to get carried away. Is my Paxultek friend in need of something? I would be more surprised to hear otherwise. Listen well. Thelos survived the plague that had long haunted the Pan. After falling ill, he began hearing an unusual sound that seemed to come from the ground itself. Music. Strange music, with no instruments or voice to carry it. He ventured out to find the source. What he found was her, Lydusa, a goddess of stone. In exchange for a year of companionship away from his people, she promised to cure him and give him the means to cure the others. He agreed. In his time away, the plague had ravaged his tribe. But he was able to save those who remained and start over anew. The goddess had granted him an unusually long life, and he ruled over the Pan for several prosperous centuries. The Pan worshipped their new goddess, building a temple and singing her praises. Here is the exciting part. It is said that she grew fond of the Pan and actually taught them how to use her power over the living stones. Yes, it does. Everything, as it were. See, I have been chasing this dream since I was a child. I was a commoner, born for nothing but bloodshed and servitude. But I did not want that for myself. I wanted to believe the lost tribe was real, that they were out there somewhere. So I studied, became as clever and useful as I could, and at a young age, I was chosen to serve Genus herself. After many years of loyalty, I was assigned to a mission to explore the uncharted jungle. It was the chance I had been waiting for. So, here I am, chasing my dreams across cave and jungle. And finally, I am nearing the answers I have long sought. I am on the trail, my friend. They could still be out there. Or if not, perhaps the secret of their power over stones. This could change my life, change our whole society. Oh, but one step at a time. I must not get ahead of myself. There is still much to unravel. I can hardly stand the excitement. Watch that fleshy mouth, Paxoltek! I'm sorry. Carried away. Carried away. The living stones are real. The result of the same precious life song I have searched for all my days. I knew I was meant to find both the song and the tribe. Now I understand why! Walt is a servant of fate! Does its furless skin have chills yet? The power I speak of is great. Ledusa selfishly kept much of it to herself, but she at least taught the lost tribe to hear the music of the stones and control them in some small capacity. Naturally, they craved more. As do I, my friend. As do all of us with the heart of an adventurer. Its mind must be racing, but are its pockets feeling generous? It was her own fault. They had no choice. Sometimes one must do what must be done. They had no choice. Oh, ha! Forgive me, my friend. I have a lot on my mind. I found another piece of the story, and I am another step closer to the truth. It is tragic. Bloody. A betrayal, some might say. But they would be wrong. That is just the way of things. Trust me. I know all too well. Anyway, does the Paxoltek need something? I have new items on offer. What is on its Paxoltek mind? A priesthood was formed in service to the goddess, and she taught them alone to wield the power of the living stones. The simple things only, from what I can gather. Heating pots on command, lulling young ones to sleep and things of the like. But there was so much more potential. This divine power was right at their fingertips, but she selfishly kept it to herself. It must have been maddening. Yes, I'm certain it was. They made a plan to trap her. One day a year, she took mortal form and required Thalos to lie with her. Our noble king was dubbed the Bloodless King because he never sired a child. It was because of her. He was under her spell. She was less powerful in her mortal form. So, when that night came around, they used their own ancient magics and captured her. Thalos was enraged and fought back, killing his own kind. They had no choice but to capture him as well. Thalos was driven mad by the goddess. He would not listen to reason. So, they imprisoned him and took control of the kingdom. Knowing the goddess was fond of her royal pet, they bartered his life in exchange for the secrets of her power. They got what they wanted, what they needed to safeguard their society. Using her power, they were able to create living constructs to do their bidding. And so, the Pan went from living like savages to an era of swift advancement. Imagine having such power in the palm of one's hand. Power like that could change the fate of our people, even those deemed unworthy of the Thane fruit. It is tragic, but that is the way of history, of the world. One must rise from tragedy, stronger than before. The secret of this power must still be around here somewhere. I can feel it. Trust me, my friend. This day will live on in the annals of history forever and ever. Why? Why? Because I have sacrificed everything for this knowledge, for this power that I am on the cusp of unearthing. This could change everything for me, for all commoners, for all of Yesha. It has no idea what I have endured to get here. The suffering, the loneliness, the ridicule. How the Lanier laughed and laughed at poor Walt. It was humiliating! And then there were those wasted, tortuous years serving Genus. That cruel tyrant who none of us chose, doing anything she asked of me. Anything. I did everything she asked of me. And she asked a great deal. Whenever there was blood to be spilled, there I was in the night, dagger in hand. Important figures, commoners like me, even children. It was the only way to prove my loyalty. I did not mean to. I did not want to, but I had to do it. That was the only way she would ever trust me enough to explore the uncharted jungle. It was for the greater good. It really was. I just wish I could forget their eyes. The look of betrayal in their eyes as they breathe their last breath. As long as I live, I never want to see that look again. My friend. My first and only friend. He must think Walt is a monster. And perhaps I am. But my heart is true. If nothing else, believe that much. I have enough questions for the both of us, my friend. Will that be all? She'll pay, I swear. That monster. How could she? I swear to... Oh, it is my friend. Thank goodness. I am... not well. Not well at all. What would it like to know? It is hideous. Difficult to look at. Being alone with this new truth has been... It has been... Just know that I am glad for the company. What did I find? If it must know, proof of heinous betrayal and cruel misuse of power. And the downfall of my lost tribe at her despicable hands. Once the Pan priesthood had pried every last secret of the living stones from the captured goddess Lydusa, they granted her the mercy of truth. A bitter truth that would ruin everything they'd worked so hard to build. See, Thelos had long ago died from injuries sustained during his capture. A tragic and unintentional loss, as he was well loved by his people. The goddess went mad! In her fury, she broke free from her prison. Then she murdered them. In a cold, cruel rage, she turned the Pan's living constructs against them. And together, they swept through that utopian kingdom and decimated the lost tribe. Only the priests remained, confined to the throne room. Drenched in blood, she demanded Thelos' body, but it had long since been burned. They could not comply even if they wished to, but she did not care. She is incapable of such emotion. She killed them, and that was that. The end of my lost tribe. They're gone. Destroyed. forever. All because of a failed goddess who did not think us worthy of her power. She must pay. It is wrong. Run! What does it think is the matter? My hopes and dreams have crumbled and fallen. The lost tribe is no more, and the secrets of her power are lost. I will never escape. It is either a life of loneliness in the jungle or of deplorable servitude back home. I cannot go back. I will not go back to that life of misery. But I cannot hide in the wreckage of the lost tribe either, barely scraping by. There is nothing left for me. My dream is dead. I am a walking corpse. Truth be damned! I was not doing this for truth. I wanted to find the lost tribe and join their society. And once I found out about their power over stones, I had foolishly hoped to overthrow Genus and her tyrannical hold over the pan. I dreamed of a Yesha where every pan could rise and fall based on their own merits, where they're free to choose what shape their life will take, where there is no cabal of immortal elites who treat us like expendable pawns. But it is over. Finished. The lost tribe is gone, and the goddess, her secrets are her own once again. It is hopeless. Ask or do not, buy or do not, it does not matter anymore. She'll pay, I swear. Greetings, my friend. Sometimes dreams must come to an end. Isn't that the way? Yes, indeed it is. Walt will find a way to carry on. That said, there's something I need to say. I want to thank the Paxotech for being a friend. It has traveled this road with me, and I know it would travel it back again if I asked. Please know that I find the Paxotech's heart to be true, and consider it a true friend and confidant. For all it has done, I offer this token of friendship. Did you want to buy something? With a friend's discount, of course. Or will my friend be on its way?